So it's finally time, guys. We gotta hurry up and make sure that we have all the free players available right now. And like the video if you want to see some amazing new free players from 2K, because we are getting 8 free Galaxy Opals. And tell me who you want as the free Invincible when it comes to the teams that are now left in the postseason, because we have to make sure that we get every single player available right now. If you do want to walk away with the free Invincible, the free Dark Matters, 100 overall players, and of course, like I said, we are getting 8 free Galaxy Opals. And at the moment, we do have to complete the Nuggets, because they actually pulled it off. They won Game 7. The Clippers once again failed, just like my Lakers. You hate to see it. So we do have to finish this one right here, and then we're going to be claiming the free players. And by the way, I've been waiting for the NBA to announce that the, Timberwolves cheated, because, and they got to get drug tested, bro, especially that man Anthony Edwards, because, like, it's something fishy was going on. And we just got to score one more bucket right here, and we end up getting another free player. Also, let me know how many of these free cards you guys have already completed. I know some of you guys ended up getting every single one, but you don't need all of them, at least according to 2K, right? And so I'm going to restart the game really quickly, because I do want to see the walkout animation for these players, and then we're going to keep it moving and pushing. And we're back at it again, and as you can see, we do have all the players right here. Oh my goodness, man. The Nuggets, they did it. They clutched up, bro. Now I just need the Warriors to clutch up, because they're looking a little... There's no way Curry blows another 3-1 lead, right? Right. They do play today, so that's going to be interesting. But we do end up getting Jokic up in here. Hopefully I said his name correctly, because he always likes when people say it properly. So hopefully I did do it right. And so we do get Jokic. This is one of the players that you want to get right now. He won Game 7, so the Nuggets do advance. So that means that, Invincible Jokic could be on the table. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, stuff like that. So there is that. I don't think they would give us another Jokic, but you never know, because he did recently get his Invincible card. And so we do have that free player right there. And then guess what? We got another one. Now the Knicks, once again, they did advance. They took care of business. The Pistons, they did their thing as well, bro. Shout out to the Pistons. I think they definitely do have a bright future. And so we have ourselves another free player. And you know what I always say, if it's free, it's for me. This is another player that you do have to get right now, okay? Do not fall behind. Because if you fall behind, once we have the free Invincible, you're going to have to catch up with a lot of players, okay? So we do get Jalen Brunson. So that means the Knicks. We could get an Invincible Jalen Brunson. We could get an Invincible Cats. I would not be mad at an Invincible Cats. That would be very interesting. So Jalen Brunson right here, we do claim him. And then, of course, we do have these other free players that I've been completing. I've been getting some, some of these event cards as well. Hopefully you guys have been, doing all that. And right here, we got another set of players. So the Cavaliers is actually one of those teams where, like, if Mitchell does end up, if the Cavaliers win, Invincible Mitchell, I mean... that would be interesting. I wouldn't be, like, too excited for him, but obviously that is on the table. That's why I want to know what Invincible you think we're going to get, based on the teams that are left. And so we do end up getting the Cavalier himself, Darius. I'm glad that they at least gave us Darius now, because that just means hopefully we don't see him as the Invincible if the Cavaliers win, of course. And so that's going to be another free player that you got to hurry up and get right now. Again, let me know how many of these you guys completed already. And then we do have ourselves up in here. Oh my goodness. We got to scroll. I really just got to open all these packs, bro, but I've been slacking. But we got the Celtics. The Celtics are looking like... it's the Celtics and the Thunder, honestly, that are looking to be the best teams at the moment, at least, right? And so we do have ourselves another free player up in here. Oh my goodness, we got to make sure that we get every single one. I've been basically keeping you guys updated with every single player that you do need to get. And so I just finished up all these challenges, all in one go. Just figured I would, make sure that I'm prepared as well, even though we still got to finish, that one series too. But Porzingis, we do have him. I would not be mad at Invincible Porzingis. I will say that. Invincible Tatum would be interesting. And then, the other ones, I guess the Jaylen Brown. I do wonder if 2K is going to go based on who does end up winning, finals MVP. So we do have another free player, completed right there. And obviously at the moment, from when I'm recording this video, at least, we do have a Game 7 today, like I mentioned. And so you guys got to tell me who's going to win, because it's between the Rockets and the Warriors. Now, I do have the Warriors winning, based on, I want you guys to come back once this game is over and tell me who won, okay? Because I'm going to watch it too, but, just come back and be like, yo, the Warriors clutched up, the Rockets, lost, or the Rockets, came back from 3-1 and, Steph Curry blew another 3-1 lead. That would be very embarrassing. And like I said, we are getting free Galaxy Opals because, as you know, the first round was all free Pink Diamonds, which of course was 16 free Pink Diamonds. And so the next round is going to be free Galaxy Opals. That's going to be tomorrow, okay? That's going to be 8 free Galaxy Opals for everybody to get for free. And when it comes to the opals, you know, if the Warriors win, you know, they could give us a Post, they could give us a Draymond, they could give us, you know, maybe Jimmy Butler, you know, stuff like that. Now, of course, if the Rockets end up clutching up, you know, we could see a Jalen Green, we could see a Sengun, you know, stuff like that, you know, just because, you know, it just depends what 2K wants to do. Now, some people thought that their 2K was just gonna add evolution cards, you know, to the existing cards. So, like, you know, if they do that, then we could see an opal shade, but I really do feel like they're just gonna pick new players. I don't think they're gonna add it, you know, evolutions to the cards. But if they do, you know, that just goes to show you some of the available cards that we could potentially see tomorrow as the free Galaxy opals. And I need Steph Curry right now to turn into an Invincible and, yeah, get the job done. Please, Curry. Do not blow another 3-1 lead. I would love to see him as an Invincible, even though, to be fair, you know, again, it is the Thunder in the West that I think is the team to beat. So we could see an Invincible SGA when it comes to the postseason, you know, with these challenges, because at the end, remember, the champions, you know, free Invincible. Hopefully they give us an option pack. I think an option pack would be so much better from, like, all the players on the team. Even though you can't count out the defending champions, you know, the Celtics. Which, again, an Invincible Porzingis would be crazy. So when it comes to that, obviously, anything is possible, especially in the postseason. All we know for sure is that you got to finish the P9 now, and then the free Galaxy opals tomorrow. And then, of course, when it comes to this, you know, Cavs, Pacers. So these two you want to be done. Knicks, Celtics, you want to be done. Timberwolves, you want to be done. Nuggets and Thunder, you want to be done. And let me confirm that I do have all those games done, because we want to make sure that we have them all ready to go. So we're going to go to the playoffs. And I have 6. Ooh, I missed one. Uh-oh. So we got Jokic, we got Jalen Brunson, we got Edwards. I still can't believe it, bro. And then SGA, and then, of course, Porzingis, and then, you know, Darius. So who did I miss? I missed one. Uh-oh. Oh, no, say it ain't so. We're going to have to finish another one. The Lakers! I'm still going to get that LeBron eventually. So Porzingis, you know, the Celtics you want to be done with. The Warriors, if they win Game 7, you want to finish the Warriors, which I'm waiting to see. You know, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully they do win. You know, the Thunder you want to get done. The Nuggets, like I said, won Game 7. You know, the Cavaliers. Oh, the Pacers. I got to do the Pacers. Okay, so I got to finish. I'll probably finish it during the, you know, Game 7 while I'm watching Curry put on a performance. And then the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, you do want to get done. And then, you know, this team, which they cheated, bruh. I need them drug tested. Especially that man, Anthony Edwards. And then Houston, Jalen Green. You know, like, if he does win, you know, the Rockets, you know, so they could do like an evolution. I don't think they'll do evolution cards. I think it'll just be brand new cards. And so those are like the, you know, 7 that you want to have right now. And then number 8 is going to be, you know, obviously based on who wins Game 7, the Warriors or the Rockets. So that's left to be seen, obviously. But right now, though, guys, make sure to get that done if you do want that free Invincible. And I'll be sure to keep you updated. In the meantime, check out the pack opening, check out the gameplay. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.